Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're coming up on the Christmas season. It's 6-0 or unsub. All right. Well, let's see how that goes then. Starting off the battle pod here. Using this for Total War, we're gonna snag 3, and I don't have sound on. Remember when I didn't have sound on? Okay, so we get to play soundless. That's gonna be super exciting. So we'll play soundless for the first game. Total War, then we'll pay 3 for the ship. We're just gonna keep chip chopping with the damage here. Chip chopping, chopping to chopping to chopping. I think we just make sure. So they're going into bases. So what wouldn't we want them to get here? Probably the Mega Hauler. I mean, we're already hitting for 9 damage on, what is that, turn 5? Turn 5, 9 damage, not too bad. But you've never gone 6-0, Mom. Come on, you've gone 6-0 at some point. Come on. I believe. I'm a believer. I'm a mom lieber. Hey, how about the Star Realms 10K at Origins? How about that? Sarah and I thinking we gotta go out for that. I think we're gonna have to see if we can give that a go. I think we're just gonna ignore the star market, to be totally honest. Not too concerned about it at this point. We're just gonna keep moving. I can't believe they're doing it 10K. Now here's something to think about. Like 10, like it's absurd. It's the first time we've got a Star Realms, like, not just a Legends thing, but like real money on the line. And it makes me wonder. If we have to give a little attention. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's time to really get into the nitty gritty of. They have another base, but we could just ignore it. Why ignore it when it could hide behind space station? Why do that? Maybe we gotta go review all the Mega Hall and articles. Maybe it's time to start spend time not clicking my opponent's deck, right? And that's a way you could start to practice. Something that I really want to try to implement at some point. Is just never clicking my opponent's discard pile or deck and playing real-time games and forcing myself to keep track so that I can try to get as used to it as possible. Those are just some ideas and thoughts, but it makes me feel like with that much money on the line and the fact that we know that there is some chaos involved in Star Realms, like there is just innately some chaos that you're never going to be able to dodge on. You got to really shore up every other aspect of the game and really try to find the ways that are going to benefit you. So for me, it feels like you kind of gotta, right? You kind of gotta. Here they have the space station out. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through it. So I wonder if we don't take the Total War here. Because it's not, 3 is not going to kill here. Why don't we just take the missile bot for 2 damage? Something to consider: the format for the tournament is unknown. It could involve 1, 2, or 3 of the base decks. I'm going to attempt to get that information, because that seems like a pretty important information. So here we're just trying to stay on top of it. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to stay on top of it. Yo, Living Ted, what's up? Yo, thanks for rocking over. Send the people over. What's up? What's good? What's up, good people of the Living Ted channel? Hope you're having a wonderful stream yourself, and glad you're here now. We're gonna pop out the battle station. I think that's like the biggest threat, as strange as strange as it is to say that on the board. We're looking at 11 to 31. We've just been remembered. Just all you gotta do is keep grinding Total War. Just gotta keep flipping that over. Will you be playing this, or is there a casting spot open? Regardless of whether they want me to cast it or not, I'm going to insist I play. And then if I get to a point where I'm like, okay, it's not my tournament, then maybe like go to casting, but I don't think they're planning on having casting. They could be reaching out to me about that. I don't know. I don't know the plans at this point, but I want to compete. I want to compete in it primarily over casting it, unless they're willing to pay me $10,000. Or wait, what would first place be? 5,000? I don't know. Maybe they'll pay me 5,000 to cast it, and then I'll cast. Think there's anything useful in the Mega Hauling articles? What are you talking about? That was easy for me last order. Never got in the habit of looking. Plus, someone advised last night you can request it or discard before the shuffle. Correct. You always have to remember that. You have to remember to request to look at their discard pile as often as possible. So that's 15 to 27. Or I'm sorry, 15 damage, leaving them with 2 hour 27. And all we've been doing, remember, you just got to keep harping on Total War. Use it at every opportunity. But that's the biggest thing. You really have to know that. And keeping your deck square. You got to remember the squareness. Living Ted, what's up, man? What's up? Watching Star Wars and playing. Yeah, there you go. I feel like this upcoming one won't be quite as laid back. No, probably not. I have some thoughts about doing some stuff to help everybody get in the mindset of being competitive, of like really engaging your competitive nature. And that involves running some money tournaments hosted here on the Baxcast. Running some money prize tournaments over the course of winter and spring, starting in 2019, just to give everybody the flavor of what competition and rule sets are gonna look like when you have, like, I don't think a majority of the Star Realms community is quite casual. Despite how competitive we are, like, the gameplay itself is primarily casual, right? That's the whole point. So, or not the whole point, but you get the idea. Like, you can just grind out games all the time. You can just play Star Realms. You don't have to give a F. Right. You can just play the game. Like, it doesn't, so the game innately can be played hyper casually. So what happens when you put $10,000 on the line? I get a little savage. So I'm thinking about running some money tournaments in the spring, just to help us all prepare ourselves. There's an Arc out there. Do you think Arc is something that you got to fight for in this format? I wonder. We're gonna find out. Might get owned. Square isn't a thing. Kincaid said so. Could you elaborate? Because that seems ridiculous. Just been playing some FTL. First time playing fun game, died a lot. Dude, when I first started playing FTL, when I was first playing that, so many deaths. Dude, I still haven't like beaten it. Like even on the normal mode or whatever it is, I still have not beaten it. All right, 42 to 45. It's a pretty expensive row. They took the battle station? Frau Brau takes the battle station. Super interesting. When you say savage, do you mean mean? Like not nice? I do. Yeah, I mean savage as in like, let me put it this way. Here, look, I have 2 Star Realms cards. Oh man, I'm gonna put this card down. Oh wait, oh it hit the table, but can I take that back? I meant to do this. No. That kind of savage. Like you touched a piece in chess kind of savage. You know what I mean? All right, team, we're just gonna roll. We're gonna lean into this. We're gonna lean into this. I mean, I could have taken Battle Mech. I could have taken the Hive, and I'm just gonna Total War every single turn like a crazy person. Thread about Square, he said it's not a thing. Ah, see, that's important. That's an important distinction. That matters to him. Saying it's not a thing Like, that made me feel like he has some mathematical proof or something that makes it, like, I get it. But saying it's not a thing, yeah, that's fine. But I'm still gonna treat it. Like, it's still a thing, regardless. We take the freighter there because we can't kill the battle station. It's definitely a thing. And when you have $10,000 on the line, I'm sorry, but I don't care who said what when it comes to $10,000. You have to play your best, and that may involve denying people what they feel is right or wrong. You got to come up with your own set of what is right, what is mathematically possible. You got to look at your probabilities. You got to shore up your yada yadas. And that's exactly what I plan on doing if we're able to make it out for that tournament, which I really hope we are. We are going to get rid of this, and we are going to scrap that out. Now this game's getting a little weird. It's getting a little spicy. We're going to take a couple explorers here. We're going to do our damage. Like, if he says it doesn't matter to him, it's great. I mean, that's great. At the table, it may be a little bit different, especially when there's that much money. Bax hates people who try to follow the rules. What? Bax is saying that people could get savage when they bagel. We are using the power of explorers, ladies and gentlemen. The power of explorers and the power of not getting an arc with the bottom decked freighter. That's what we're using. It was someone who will be mean to me. No. I have a feeling I'll be at my most bitter at Origins, which is saying something. Unless you win. And I'm only saying that people... And I'm only saying that, ooh, we can actually go up here. Let's use this before I forget to use it. Let's take Battle Mech. On the topic of squareness, pretty sure Back has never done it right. Wait, has never done it, comma, right? Which would be wrong. Or pretty sure Bax has never done it right, which would also be wrong. Unless, I don't know, what is doing squareness right or not? Back when Darklighter first mentioned it on the BT50 video, I started playing, like, trying to focus on square, I think for like a couple weeks. I was like really focused on it. I think it was certainly something to look into and implement whenever possible. So we'll take the missile. What are you doing? What are you doing, Clicker? Let's get rid of both these. 24 to 23. They're gonna swing for quite a bit of damage here. This could get pretty savage. I think their healing's keeping them in the game. Are they gonna, do they get rid of the battle station? Are they battle station get rid of hers? 10, 13. Nope, they're gonna leave it at. Buying arc here, not gonna actually have an effect on anything. We will take the barge. So we finally got enough to take the arc, and it doesn't matter. Well, being square is only part if you don't want to bottom deck cards. There are good cards in the bottom of your deck, so you really want. You want to intentionally not be square, and you got to know when is when. True, exactly. And I have a feeling that that is something that would be a very good idea to keep track of if you are playing for $10,000 for a $10,000 prize pool. If you are looking at wanting to bottom deck 4 scouts, you know, like, and then shuffle, like, awesome. You got to keep track of what you're playing, how many cards are in your deck, what's in your deck. You got to be keeping all that up with your head. You got to be looking at your opponent's deck and knowing all that information as well. And that has to be like second nature, like, to be able to do that. We don't have another blue card, so that's not really going to have an effect here. So let's draw. Awesome, good. I have to kill the hive to have a chance at living. We're probably gonna lose this game. Unless they whiff? Like power whiff? Nope, dead. So, Ark's on the board, didn't hit the table, and we still lose. Frau Brow. Frau Brow makes it happen. Perhaps a little too aggressive. I think we went a little too aggressive, man. So that was us just going in. Probably good to probably spin that 5. Grab some bases. Spyhawk, which is Cohypes. Cohypes. Unsub confirmed. I will unmod you as well. Cohypes. Let's get weird. Let's take Starbase. Let's go bases. You guys want to go bases? I do. I think stuff like cargo launch can be better for shuffle management than relying on just square. That is a really good point. Cargo launch is unique in that it doesn't cost you, it only costs you 1, and then you can choose without much, without worrying too much about how much you spent on it. You know, you can just choose, I'm not gonna play this card because I don't want to either shuffle or not shuffle my deck. You know, there's a Brain World out here. They have 2 scrap to get the card things. Maybe we go Battle Pod and we see. Maybe we can grab that Battle Pod and get Brain World out of there. It's not gonna happen. Kidding. Yeah, if your main strat is putting out bases or naturally inclined to miss the shuffle, you just cannot be bothered to try to count. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't agree with the idea that you just cannot be bothered to try to count, but I can agree that if you're just going for bases, yeah, that's definitely going to like play a little bit differently. Like, it can't hurt you to have information, and it can't hurt to be the kind of player that constantly has the information in your head, or that you practice getting to that point. I'm gonna take the battle station. We're taking the battle station because I'm gonna try to hide the Omega behind the battle station. We'll see if it works. So 4, scrap 3 for 7, not gonna work, and we're gonna get rid of the blob wheel, so that's awesome. They do get the supply bot. They use the 3. So we will be able to draw a card here. We're gonna get rid of the Brain Worlds. No thank you. Imperial Fighter's great. I like Imperial Fighter. Are we missile? Man. I think we're missile. What a crazy thing we just did. Just because they have, they only have Ram supply bot, but they took the supply bot, which is not gonna help kill the bases. They can spend one of those trade. I like our setup here. I like our setup. 35 to 39, like we're already getting chipped at. But I like this setup going into mid to late game. I think we'll be okay. Hi, Panda. I guess I just don't see many opportunities to actually have it matter that aren't decided between scrapping or buying explorers. What are we talking about, Brian? We're talking about square? Just to get square. Just to get square. I mean, sure. I don't think I would disagree with that. Oh, we're 1-1. I should change that. My only point in all this is that I think right now I want to like completely like empty mind. Like when you have that much money on the line for a tournament, and if I'm able to go, it doesn't matter what has worked or hasn't, like it doesn't, like nothing matters except playing the best, regardless of what people think is right or wrong. So even though you guys might be right or might be wrong, I think you just would like, somebody has to crunch the numbers, get down, get a lot of play and a lot of repetition just doing explorers trying to stay square. How do those games go? What were the weaknesses? What were the strengths? Somebody needs to go in and do bases and figure out, what does this look like? What does that look like? You know what I mean? Like, oh, there requires to be a lot of stuff. Yo! Colin McLeod, dude!
Reached death in Celeste when you climbed the summit.
Thank you. Dude, you counted them all? You're actually an insane person. 1,079 bits. That means 1,079 deaths. Holy smokes, that's a lot. But hey, we did reach the summit. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the bits. It's kind of you. So that went out. I don't think we're gonna want to take one for 3 here. So we have 2, 4. We're gonna want to get rid of the mech world. So we'll scrap one out here. Then do this so we can get rid of that card. 29 to 31. Now we're gonna just try to ramp it up. I'm just starting to fight with you. I'll be happy to see everyone who comes out to Origins. Up to 5 nights of fun. It's gonna be nuts, that's for sure. Probably stream VODed them all. That's fair. I don't see any reason for us to say, Brian, to that point, like, this is just my opinion. I don't see any reason to say, like, let's try to not care about a potentially strategic aspect of the game. Especially when we just realized, or when it was just announced, that more money than has ever been offered for a Star Realms tournament was just offered and is coming up. You know, like, for me, it's like, why would we try to shoot ourselves in the foot if that's something that's happening? It would seem better for us to not want to do that. This is a good look. We'll be able to sack out 4 scouts. We'll bottom deck 4 scouts with the Corvette. So we're going to keep the Imperial frigate. Not going to worry about that. The question is, do we take out the blob wheel? I feel like with 22 here, they're going to have enough for 5 damage. 5 damage can't kill Omega. So let's get rid of this so that they can't kill Omega. They'll have to discard 1, which puts 1 back into the shuffle cycle. They have the ram here. They would have been able to faction off for the 2 plus the 1 from Blob Wheel to kill Starbase Omega. They're going to use that anyway because we're nuts. So they use Total War. Remember when Total War was a thing? So let's go ahead and play 3 here. We'll take the ram. We're going to go ahead and draw with the Corvette. Corvette draws battle pods, get rid of survey, it doesn't really matter, blah, blah, blah. Play here, Total War, 8 through 11 to 20. And we have the win here if they don't get the dream. If they get the dream, we're gonna be, if not, what do you know? Wait, Angry Panda, the problem here is, I mean, you're never sarcastic. So I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. So I'm gonna wait until you say if you are or aren't being sarcastic, and then I'll still not know whether you're sarcastic or not. But yeah. So that's victory. What's up? We're nuts. We did it. 2 wins. Brian, are you resubbing? Brian resubbed. Brian resubbed for a 2-1 run. Can confirm. All right, so back into it here. That was close games. Close games. So okay, well, how weird do we want to get here? Let's get weird. Let's just get weird with it. Let's take 2 trade bots. 2 of them. Count them. Okay, I'll check. I haven't been on Facebook in a couple days, I don't think. Okay, that makes it sound like you have no idea what's going on. Just so you know, WWG has announced they're going to co-sponsor Origins in 2019, and they're co-sponsoring it. And the co-sponsorship is being the flagship tournament that they are using is a $10,000 Star Realms tournament and a $10,000 Epic tournament. So they're going to be running a $10,000 prize pool Star Realms and a $10,000 prize pool Epic tournament at Origins. They will have Hero Realms, but no money. No money for that. That'll be a Legends tourney. So they have 4. We have 2 scrap. Do we just not use Total War? Are we not Total War users? Like, what about taking that Blob Destroyer? That sounds fun. Didn't use Total War, going to lose. There we go. I hope we get WWG lanyards for badges. Ooh. If there's a WWG lanyard, Legend Slayer and I want one each. But you're going, aren't you? I'm gonna play the weirdest game that anybody's ever seen, ever. And it's going to involve being awesome. So we have 45 to 48, continuing to scrap out cards, continuing to do the finagle bagels. We'll find out. I've never been to Origins. That's intriguing. I think we need to do it. I think I want to go. I think we're gonna try to make it happen, budget it out, and go for it. How is taking a frigate weird? It's not taking the frigate that's weird. It's the not using Total War for X amount of turns that's weird. Taking a second frigate's awesome though. It's just I didn't use Total War, so I think the mindset when it comes around to playing this is like you want to use Total War more often than not, right? Oh, I take Frig. In fact, not only do I take Frig, but we have super frigate emote of justice. Is the salt gif is working again, ladies and gentlemen, so that's exciting. We get to sprinkle salt all over the place. It's gonna be great. It's also weird because I'm scrapping out Vipers, which is against my religion. Which, by the way, is something with $10,000 on the line, I'm gonna completely have to reopen my camp on that. I'm gonna have to reopen the camp. We might end up being Viper scrappers. There's that much money. We got it. I mean, I wanna try to win that. I wanna try to win that. It's the most prestigious thing, in my opinion, that's been announced in Star Realms. It's gonna be, I think there's gonna be a lot of people there. It's gonna be tough competition. Columbus, Ohio already has an insanely talented group of people. So when you have all the home team players already there, like you already know the competition is going to be insane. Plus almost everybody on the East Coast is going to probably end up being there. It's just the West Coasters that may have more of a hard time finding the money or the budget or the time to go out that way, but that doesn't change it. It's going to be an absolutely savage showing. Don't tell Ray, but for me, it's not about money. It's meeting everyone. Meeting everyone is great. I do want to say meeting everybody is great. When we're sitting at the table for the competition or when we're leading up to the competition, it's going to be less about the meeting people at that time, for me at least. And that's just me talking right now, still writing the idea that we have a lot of work to do to try to become the best Star Realms player we can be in the next 5 months, right? We got 5 months. So certainly maybe I'll chill out by then and realize like, okay, maybe I don't care about this anymore. Who knows? But meeting people will certainly be great, as it was at WWG last year, which was a lot of fun. It was really cool to see people. That Pennsylvania contingent is rough too. The Northeast. The Northeast does things, man. Well, we can't win. Drawn to 2 scouts would not help us. So I think we just let that ride. Hey, as long as they don't draw the finagle bagels, we can take it here. We'll see. It's right by the Ohio State University. True. Y'all better be scared of the Florida crew. The Florida crew. The one in the same crew that did work in the World Cup, right? The Cup. Let's pull that up to 3-1, shall we? What time of year is it? Summer or football season? June. Summer or football? Oh, I see. I got you. I see what's going on. What's up, Criff? I took a trade pod. I disobeyed. I disobeyed, ladies and gentlemen. We did not total war on the first turn. I think I'll avoid Origins on principle. Got him. They can spell. Savage. So they took a couple scrap cards. I think we're gonna follow suit here. Having the trade pod's gonna be great for a Battle Blob, Dreadnought, Flagship, you name it. Unless we get a situation like this where we can't take anything. Ha! They can only take that. They have to use Total War, which is a good thing to use because it wins games. What a loser. They had to use Total War. $51.38. But how out of date? How out of date is the Pro Realms database? How borked? Are we a year and a half late now? A year? How bad are we? How bad is that looking? I think for 6. Ooh, what do we take for 6? Which one is it? Is it the draw or is it the Battle Blob? I think we'll blob it. Give trade pods some kind of use moving forward. We're playing Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas. And then here, you know, let's go cruise. Let's go cruiser. We'll give them cutter because they're playing a pretty laid back deck here. We got that dread. We got that dread plus Total War. That's a turn. That's a turn. Do you guys like Command Ship? What do you guys think about Command Ship? You guys like Command Ship? It's gonna be an okay buy. I think it's gonna be all right. My stats are right though. Weird. Your stats are so dumb. Make the right decision about taking the cards. Not the most expensive list on the road, even though you'll have wasted trade and game rewarded with the Corvette. Yes. The backs knows about these things. What's the shiny? You mean what's the shiny for this arena? I don't know, but we're gonna find out on this run because we're going 6 wins on this run. Oh! That bottom deck is harsh. It'll be okay. It's just harsh. We'll go Battle Cruiser here to get the double 2. And by double 2, that's backs and ease for double draw because we can sack it out. This is 3 draws here. I don't think we'll buy anything first, and we should have game. I think we have game in hand, actually. I'm sorry. Yep, we have game in hand. 4-1. Sup, Criff? Criff goes down. All right, let's go to that 4-1 here. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Dreadnought better. Interesting. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think Dread was better. Because it's gonna hit for 12 with the authority total so low. That was probably the better buy. Although I don't think it's necessarily a mistake. Actually, if something is the better buy and you buy something else, is that automatically some form of a mistake? Regardless, I think you guys are right. I think Dreadnought was the better buy there. Because you can just pop it and scrap out, and that's gonna be like 80% of their damage. Faz Tax. If you have tax in your name, you're gonna have a bad time. Let's go. Let's make it 5, shall we? Let's make it 5, shall we? Nice speedy overkill. The speediest of overkills. Is this the new Crucible app? Yes, it is. What's up, Dusto? Hey, new dude. Maybe Bats will bring me luck this week in Arena. I'd love to, if I could. I will ship my luck out to you. Do they take fight? Wow, they don't take fighter. They're going in. They don't take fighter. They want total war. They're warmongers. Well, what's our play here? We got a 4-stack. So we have a 4-stack. I mean, we could go Imperial Fighter, Oblivion. They can't kill Oblivion right now, but then they're just gonna take the Blob Destroyer this turn, right? They're just gonna take Blob Destroyer. They're guaranteed 4. So if they're guaranteed 4, are they going Omega? Omega would be a poor choice for them. They're gonna wanna take Oblivion. I think we have to take Oblivion. And then do we take Fighter or do we Total War back? It'd be Oblivion versus the Shuttle. Shuttle's gonna give 2, which means we're gonna be behind on trade, but we're gonna have the 4-stack next time. We aren't gonna wanna take Omega, unless we want to keep proccing the Oblivion. But if we want to do that, like, we won't have any trade. So anything that pops up on the row, if an Arc or a Mega Hauler comes around, that's going to be a game-deciding card. We are basically SOL. So I think we have to take Oblivion. Now the question is, you know what? I think discard, you know, I got to go with my Star Empire roots here. And I think discard's going to be good. If you discard, just because of the way the Total War operates, I think causing somebody to discard a card could essentially remove 2 trade from the situation of them trying to take things off the row. Plus our opponent already took some trade. Maybe that can be enough to be annoying. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And then we're gonna have 4 this time. So 4 this time right now, I'm looking at a Blob Destroyer. But it could end up being Battle Pod Explorer. Let's see what they do. If they take Omega, I'm gonna be very surprised. I am. Color me surprised, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take the space station. That is surprising. This is almost a no-brainer space station for me. We have something that can faction it. They can't kill it unless they have Viper Scout. That's a goofy buy. That's a goofy buy. I missed everything after Battle Blob. How's the match with Domala? Aiden Zeto, you may want to reach out to him. It's about all I got. I've reached out to him a few times. We've scheduled times to play at least twice, and those times have like just completely fallen through. I feel like I've been ready to play, ready to go. You know, maybe he might have some stuff going on in his personal life or something. I'm not entirely sure, but he seems to just like is a crawl. So I would probably reach out to him, and then you make your, whatever your organizer call is, just talk to him about what he wants to do. Let him know. Give him the business, man. Because I'm like, I've tried to schedule times to sit down and play twice now, and we've actually confirmed a time twice, both times. And then both times he's not played. So, we're going to go ahead and snag out the Viper here. We're going to play 1 Total War, and then we're going to take a cutter. Am I a crazy person for taking the cutter? They took Flagship. Nope, we are not a crazy person for taking the cutter. Now, if they are guaranteed Viper Scout to kill Fortress Oblivion. If they choose not to. Message sent this instant. Thank you. Excellent. And I actually feel super bad. I feel super bad about it. But hopefully he's responsive and we will be able to get this thing done. You know what? I think we're going to take the missile and escort. I think this is a Missilebot escort take. I've literally hated every turn you've taken. Really? How exciting. Bizzle Pizzle? Are you talking about Battle Pod? So you're thinking Battle Pod, scrap a scout, and then Total War? Yikes. But hold on. They have no scrap cards. We have 2 scrap cards. We've already been scrapping out. and we have 8 guaranteed authority gain. I feel like we are ahead in this game, which is a way that I typically feel when I'm very far behind. So we'll see how that goes. Now we can get rid of the Viper here and go 5 up on Hive. But as it stands, and maybe we got to go Screecher. I'm not entirely sure. The draw is going to stay out there, but it's not going to do any good unless they have a base for it, right? Now we have everything but green. Is Hive a bad take here? Would Battle Screecher be better? Or Blob Destroyer? Or Patrol Mech, for that matter? I feel like maybe Blob Destroyer. They're going for some damage here. So we're gonna want to get rid of the Viper. I think we're gonna skip the Hive. So let's go ahead and use Total War. And that's just a matter of whether we want the Screecher, the Destroyer, or the Mech. Screecher could be fun. Screecher would be the fun card. Destroyer would be practical, but it's not going to have any synergy with any cards I already have. Patrol Mech does have synergy and could hit for 5. So it could be a scrap for 5. It could be a scrap and 5 because we're setting up pretty well for it. That gives them the blob cards, though. That's the idea. Is maybe we don't want to do that. I mean, they have a star base. They're probably gonna try to take more stuff, aren't they? They still don't have anything. It's just weird that they took the Starbase Omega, or at least it feels weird. I'm not gonna kill Starbase Omega. Like, I don't mind the extra 2 faction. I don't know about you guys, but I do not mind that extra 2 faction from it. If it's just gonna sit there, that's fine. I think we have enough authority gain, enough survivability of our own to be able to make that happen. I'm amazed Blob Destroyer has sat so long. Destroyer isn't what it used to be. It's true. We were just talking about that. When was that? Was that Thursday? Was that Thursday stream? What's format V1? Yeah. 1 combat per trade plus Total War, 7 total. Yeah, it's true. They have taken the Barter World. So we'll kill, that's fine. We have enough damage to kill Barter World if it comes out. They're gonna try to survive in this game, but I think we just have better survivability because we're scrapping cards and they aren't. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go really low, and then right before they kill us, we're gonna shoot back up and win the game. That's what's gonna happen with this. That's the we're gonna keep losing, and then we're gonna win. That's what's gonna happen here. That's what's gonna happen here. Or we just win. One of the two. It's either a or it's I think we still don't care about Omega though. Wasted 6. I disagree personally. The reason I disagree, which is up for criticism, is because the only way I lose this game, like if you're ahead, get more ahead. This is a concept in StarCraft 2 that a lot of professionals talked about often when the game was just becoming like kind of blowing up in the professional scene. I think it was, what are we at, like 6 or 7 years ago now? And the idea is if you're already ahead, get more ahead. So I already feel like I'm gonna win the game. Why leave anything out on the board that could in any way, shape, or form get my opponent any way back into the game if I already know I'm going to win? And that's how I feel with this game. I feel like I already have the win as long as I don't give them any outs. So I'm not going to. So I'm just gonna kill the base. I don't want them to get an extra draw and then have me try to figure out if I want to ignore that or not while they take another base and they top deck a mech world. And then the top deck mech world does some stupid dum-dum, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. Just not, you know, not interested. The game's already won. Let's just make sure we don't, you know, lose it. That's my idea. I didn't say it was gonna be easy. That second Starbase Omega is lurking. Stealth Needle better be the pick. Nope. We take Frigate. I think you guys are great. I'm sorry, but it's frigate. Forget about it. At this point, any of their purchases are going down to their discard pile. Like I don't really care. Like we just need to be sure to keep our deck moving, and the game's ours. Stealth Needle is a frigate and a cutter and an escort. So this will be an ignore for sure. And before Cranky says that this would be game. Or anybody else really. Because it's still gonna be game. Where's the Backstreet Boys Frigate About It t-shirt? You need some merch. It's true. I do need some merch. And something. I don't know how to do merch. How does one merch? How I merch? Do I go to a site and like, hey, can you merch this phrase on pillows and towels and toothbrushes and the coffee sleeve jackets things? Like what I don't know what that looks like. I'm a simple man. I guess I don't need to be doing any of this, do I? That's 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. It's game time. Can we do it? Are we 6 and 1s? Backs, streets, backs. Oh my God. I think it's called Cafe Press. Wait, like a site where you just go merch me, bro, and they merch you? And then you go to stand-up shows and set up a table in the hall. Ooh. But then how do I get the merch? Do I go sit at the table with like a business card and I say, hey, can somebody fill this table with merch of all my stuff, please? Would people think that was like a part of a comedy routine? Hoodies. Set up a link in the community and start small. I need a way to make or get the merch. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I haven't looked up, I don't know anything about. So it sounds like Cafe Press might be a place where I can go and do this, right? Space Sage is our opponent for our 6-win run. Oh, Bernie skipped her. Wait, did I skip a punt? I need an official back scratch. That one actually sounds exactly like the word too. Back scratcher. That's. What would that? How would I brand a back scratcher? What would I do? Would I make the hand like a microphone? What does that even look like? So they take Fortress Oblivion. So they will have scrap, but no damage as of right now. Are we blob wheelers, ladies and gentlemen, or are we battle screechers? Shoot, we have difficult decisions to make from turn 1. This game is hard. I just want to win. Well, we want to be able to kill it, but it only has 4. I think blob wheel might be it. You know what? I might get weird. Are you guys ready to get weird? We might take that shuttle. Ugh. I don't want to take the shuttle. I don't want to take the shuttle. Running to the unexpected. We're not even at the end yet. Credit bathing, we're just fading like the sun. Look what we've become. think 5 damage will be better than the 4-butt base. And that way we can try to control the row. The problem is they're gonna take Blob Wheel now. This is what I want to prevent. Still take Blob. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. That is a surprising purchase. Because now they can't kill Blob Wheel. They can't kill Blob Wheel. Wow. You're definitely a Screecher. I've seen the clip. There you go. Never don't use Total War. Didn't you just win in a shuttle versus Oblivion? Correct. And I was the Oblivion player. Finally, he admits he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, great. So this could be a mothership right now, or we could get greedy. Do you guys like getting greedy? Let's get greedy. I like getting greedy. I'm gonna let them take Federation Shuttle if they want to, and I'm gonna get greedy. Oh, greed does not pay off. That's a bottom deck Screecher. Son of a. Okay, so mothership. We're just gonna take the mothership then. Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. Or we get even greedier. How greedy do we want to get? I feel like that's gonna be too greedy. I feel like that's too much greed. Yes, they took that card. Perfect. And then they take an Explorer, and then they do the thing, and they still can't kill it. That's great. We're gonna take Mothership and move on with our lives. See this? See no other base? No other base. We don't gotta worry about the Oblivion. Missile plus War? No need. No need. Let Fortress, I'm gonna let Fortress Oblivion sit out this entire time until now because I drew damage. If I could have, I would have let it sit out another hand so that it gets bottom decked on the second time through. If that makes sense. Because then it skips 2 whole deck cycles. They don't get anything from it on this cycle, and it would go into a discard pile after this hand right here. Unfortunately, I have to kill it 1 turn early. So we have 4. Do we just, is this, you know what? Let's have some fun. It doesn't make sense. How does that not make sense? They're going into draw and damage here. Do you think we can finish the game? Yeah, let's just try to turn the corner. We'll see what happens. It saved 2 damage at least so far. Okay, it saved 2 damage, but wait, are we talking about it not making sense or the 2 damage? Basically, by me killing it here, they're gonna draw it and scrap a card, right? So if I was able to not kill it that turn, that means that it would have gone into a fresh discard and it would have saved some damage, but it wouldn't have scrapped. I would have prevented it from scrapping for 2 deck shuffles, and by that time, like, basically the scrap card they chose to buy on their first turn is not gonna pay off for them. I don't know, that seems to make sense to me, unless I'm forgetting something about that aspect of it. Yeah, it did save damage. I'm not gonna say it didn't save damage, and maybe it would be more worth it to have it not save that damage. That totally makes sense to me. I'm on board with that. But I don't know how what I'm saying doesn't make sense in light of that. And once again, up and open to criticism, because I want to try to be making sure I'm trying to make the best plays possible. But I think that was a good play. I don't see any problem as far as that goes. Merc Cruiser War. We hit for 10, 24, 27. Just gotta hang on, ladies and gentlemen. They have some authority gain if they hit it. If they hit it together, I'm going to be pretty frustrated. If they don't, though, that's going to be great. It's going to be great for us. So this would be, for 3, we would take Blob Wheel. Whether you kill this turn or next, it still gets shuffled, right? No. If I had killed it the previous turn, it would go into a fresh discard after his turn was over, and then it skips that entire cycle, and then he could even bottom deck it. Because he was gonna draw and shuffle after his turn, and then I make my move. So that his shuffle would have happened before I made my move. Before I killed it. $20 to 27. Yikes. We're gonna have a pretty big turn coming up, but this one is not that turn. We do dodge out some of the damage here. I actually wouldn't mind if they load up damage so that Battle Station can save us from some. That's okay. We can do that. We can discard. This is good. This is good. Wait, I can't click it? Oh, that's a bummer. This is awkward. So I think he has what? What does Space Sage have in there? What was the damage card? Shoot, there was a damage card, but I think we're gonna be okay. Was it Merc Cruiser? Was it the Merc Cruiser they had? I think it was Merc Cruiser, so maybe we aren't okay. Scouts out. We will make this Blob to channel our Blob brethren. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 to 15 is Battle Station. Do we, now hold on, we have 6 plus 5 for 11. Oh my God. 6 plus 5 for 11 plus 1 goes up to 14. We're gonna draw 2 cards. Oh, do we pop Battle Station? I think they only, I don't think they have it. Okay, this is the part of the game we have to try to understand and think about. Were we paying attention? And I think we were. They had 2 starter cards. They have 2 scouts and a Merc Cruiser. They need 10 more damage. They need to draw into 10 more damage and 2 cards. If they draw the Battle Blob, they win the game regardless because they have Merc Cruiser. They get 3 extra damage from a scout. So they're gonna have 3 plus 8. Or they're gonna have 8. They're gonna have 8 damage. They're gonna draw into 2 cards, meaning they'll only need 7. They don't actually have, I think the probability goes in our favor here. And I think, because here we have 6 and 5 for 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we don't win, but we do win if we kill Battle Station and live, because they don't have any bases. Yeah! Woo! Oh, what a call. What a friggin' call. Oh, let's go. Oh. Six and 1, baby. Woo, buddy. Woo. We win the tank. We win the tank. We made it happen. Don't look if you don't want to be, if you want to get spoiled on what it is. Warning. Well, look at that card. We're gonna go take a look at it. So if you still don't want to get it spoiled, don't look. Jeez. It's like everything's on fire. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, we're nuts. Let's go, baby.